Okay, guys, so we're recording, and once again, I'm so excited for you all to be here tonight, and thank you for taking the time, because I know all of us are super busy, and we have busy lives. But somehow, some way, many of us have made fit coaching into our busy schedules. And I know that if this is something that you're truly passionate about and that you want to do, you can make it work. We have coaches on our team who maybe this is their full-time gig. Maybe they have another full-time gig and they're doing this part-time. And we have some coaches on our team who are just looking for the discount each month as they are on their own health and fitness journey. So whatever level that you're looking for, there's opportunities for everyone with Beachbody coaching. Okay, I'm going to share my screen here with you guys. Okay. Just fix my screen here a minute. Okay, cool. Hopefully you guys can see the screen here. And if you can't, unmute yourself and tell me, because I can't see any faces on here now. Okay, here we go. Okay, first I just need to start off with this because this is like the Beachbody lawyer statement. Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income from the team Beachbody Coach opportunity. Each coach's income depends on his or her own efforts, diligence, and skill. And this is important just to say, because as an entrepreneur, you are responsible for your own income. So, and on some level, if you're not a person who is self-motivated, it's probably not a good position for you. You really do have to be self-motivated in order to be a successful coach. There's not going to be somebody knocking down your door telling you what to do every day, not going to be somebody there giving you deadlines. You're going to have to create your own deadlines. You're going to have to create your own accountability. And our team is a way that we've created to do this, where we partner up with people. We have our team pages. We have created our own support system for our coaches so that we do have that support. But you're not going to get in trouble if you don't show up to work one day. On the flip side of that, you also never have to ask anybody for a raise. You never, if you're sick, you just take your sick day. So all of the efforts that you're putting into this and all of the reward that comes out of this is going to be based on what you put into it. And that was one thing that really attracted me to this business, because previously, and I'll go into my story in just a second, but previously I was in a job where I did actually like my job. I worked in animation in the advertising industry, and I did really enjoy it. I loved the people I worked with. But I had sort of plateaued there, and I wasn't really moving forward either income-wise or skill-wise. I wasn't learning much more at that point, and I felt like I had capped out, and I really had just stayed there for the convenience of, I had a baby, and my boss was very lax and let me take time with my baby, and it was a good situation. It was a comfortable situation. And that's where sometimes that we can get caught up with, I didn't have this like terrible situation before, and most people don't, but it could have been better, and it could have been a little bit more. And I felt like I could achieve more. And I always believed that I was capable of big things, but I wasn't doing them, and I didn't know why. And it wasn't until I, stopped being afraid and really just got out of my comfort zone and tried something new, that I really gained more confidence that I really could achieve something bigger and better. So I'll go into my story a little bit here. I had originally signed up to be a coach because I saw a social media post on Facebook from a fellow blogger that I followed. For those of you who know me, you know that I have a blog that I've been doing for years, but it wasn't super lucrative. It was more or less just for fun. And I found a fellow blogger. She was very similar to me, but she lived on the West Coast, and she had a son, and she was an athlete, and she really enjoyed fashion. And so she had just started coaching and was looking for coaches. And at the time, I told you I worked in the advertising industry, and my boss, who I loved, he was of the age where he decided, you know what, I'm going to retire and I'm going to fold the company down. And so I found myself at home without a job. And I was also, 15 to 18 months-ish postpartum with my first son. And I had always been an athlete. I played soccer and basketball my entire life. And I found myself seriously out of shape after 15 months of having my son. I couldn't find a good routine to get back into. So here I am. I'm like out of shape, out of a job. I was totally soul searching, trying to figure out what the heck I was going to do with my life. And from blogging and some other outside blogging gigs I had with, just writing for other people's blogs, I realized I really enjoyed working for myself. And now that I had a son, I realized I really wanted to have that quality time, because I was commuting to Manhattan. It was an hour and 15 minutes each way every single day. I was rushing out the door, and I would get home at 7 o'clock at night, sometimes 7:15 at night, and he went to bed at 8 o'clock. So I was barely seeing him. And, I just realized that I wanted to have the freedom to create my own path, to create my own success, to have, to be able to make those decisions in my own life without having to rely on anyone else. And so I had P90X sitting on my shelf in the shrink wrap from like 2 years prior, still hadn't done it. And I saw that social media post, and something just clicked inside. And I was like, you know what? Why not me? She seemed to be having success with this. I loved, being an athlete. I felt like I wanted to get back into shape. I thought that I could help other people. I had coached children in the past with soccer camps and basketball camps and things like that. And so I said, well, why can't I coach adults? And I thought it was the perfect way to get myself in shape while helping others and be able to make an income while staying home with my son. It seems like the complete dream. And of course, that doesn't come without hard work and effort. And there's been days where it's been hard to stay at home with kids and run a business at the same time. And currently I now have 3 boys, and I'm going to be probably looking for a babysitter soon now that my business has grown, and I want to put more time into it. But it gives me the freedom and allows me the ability to run it the way I want to run it. And I don't have to, be forced to succumb to any other people's standards other than my own. So who can be a coach? What are the qualifications to become a Beachbody coach? The good news is you don't have to have that many qualifications. There are coaches who don't have college degrees. There are coaches, you don't have to be like a nutritionist or a super trainer or anything like that. We have amazing programs that are designed by nutritionists and personal trainers. And your job is basically to lift people up, to build them up, to participate in these programs yourself, get yourself happy and healthy, and then just share your journey. So really the qualifications are to be consistent, to have a good hardworking work ethic, to show up for yourself every day. And by showing up for yourself, you're leading others to show up for themselves. And it's kind of amazing. Some of you guys have been in my challenge groups before, and some of you haven't. But I will say that becoming a coach has been the number one thing that has made myself accountable, because previously I wasn't going to the gym, and it was hard for me to say yes to myself. I had all these other responsibilities with work and with my family and with my son, and I just kept saying no to myself because I didn't have time. I couldn't get to the gym. There's no gym daycare, yada, 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 excuse after excuse. But once I once I became a coach and I told my challengers, I'm going to do this. I told social media, all my friends and on social media, I'm going to do this. Well, then I felt like I had to do it. I just have that obliger personality where if I tell somebody I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it and I'm going to show up. So that's how I stay on track with my health and fitness. That's how I stay on track with my business. I have a business partner and we have certain goals and we tell each other we want to hit this goal. We're going to, do these activities each day. And then we check in with each other. So basically the qualifications of being a Beachbody coach is just to be involved in our programs, and sharing the journey and then working on yourself. So we have something called personal development where we read 10 minutes a day, or we listen to something on a podcast, or watch a YouTube video, or tune into our national wake up call and just learn and just grow. One of my favorite personal development books is You Are a Badass. And if you decide to join our team, that's probably the book I'm going to recommend you start out with. Either that or The Compound Effect. Both are amazing. And just 10 minutes a day of doing that. And then, inviting people to join our community, to be a part of our community. Sometimes it can be scary to put yourself out there. I did a social media post today with my before and after photos, sharing photos of me at 6 weeks postpartum. Not not exactly fun to share those kinds of things, but I do it because I know that someone's out there can relate to it. And if that can inspire one person to make a change, a positive, healthy change in their life, then I'll do it 20 more times over and again, because I have seen throughout my 3.5 years of being, almost 4 years now, of being a coach, how many lives can change. And that is like the most amazing part, is just when people come to you and they just tell you stories of how their lives have changed from joining your community, whether it's they felt confident enough, to walk across their stage at their graduation, or they rocked their bikini on their vacation, or, they were able to fit in dress size that was 2 sizes lower than they did before, and they had mental clarity and found, a stress relief, whatever it happens to be. Just hearing these stories from people, and hearing coaches telling you that my income was able to pay for a date night last week, or my income was able to, afford a family vacation this year, or I earned the Beachbody Success Club trip this year and got to go to the Caribbean. That to me is so exciting to know that, if I had never invited those people to join this opportunity, they never would have achieved that in their life. So those are the qualifications. I mean, you really don't need to have any type of certificate, or anything like that. So, okay. So joining Beachbody right now is a ground floor opportunity. They have, right now, we're currently in the US, Canada, and we've just expanded into the UK, and we're just getting started. This company is growing. We are going to be global. There are plans in the future to go to all different countries. I'm thinking Australia might be next, which I'm pretty excited about because I actually have a lot of friends in Australia, because I have a friend in New York who's from Australia. But yeah, it's a newer company, even though, people have heard about it now more and more every year it grows, but we're continuing to grow and we're continuing to go global. And the amazing thing is now that, the freaking internet, you can reach anybody, which is so amazing. So, I mean, I've made, contacts from all over the world from Instagram, and there's really just no limit to the people that you can inspire now. Okay. I'm going to take a sip of my tea real quick. 3 ways to start your business. Okay, one example was a friend of mine named Christy. She was overweight and unhappy with herself at the time, and she decided to jump in with the 21-day fix program. She decided at the time that she was going to join as a discount coach because she was planning on making, she was going to keep going with her journey. This wasn't like a 1-month thing. She had at least 70 pounds to lose. And so she knew she was going to be committed. And so Chrissy joined right away as a coach. She was not in shape, but she knew that by sharing her journey, she could inspire other people. So Chrissy just invited people, said, hey, I'm on this journey. I want to lose this amount of pounds and I want to feel this way. And she just invited people to join the challenge group with her, and they did it together. The other way that you could do it was how Laura did it, and she went straight for the business right away. She invited most people to the business opportunity right away. So rather than, she did have people joining challenge groups, and she did that aspect of the business too, but she was mostly interested in starting a business from home and teaching others how to do the same. And so she led with the business opportunity. And then there was a combination of both, which was me. And I knew that for me, I didn't want to go back to work in the advertising industry. I wanted this to be it. And I wanted to build a full-time income out of this job. And I wanted this to be my only job. So I went into it knowing that I was going to build a team, but I also was very interested in the health and fitness aspect of it. That was the main thing that attracted me, was that it was a health and fitness company, and it was aimed at truly supporting other people. Because honestly, I was never interested in joining an MLM type of company in the past with that sort of structure, because I didn't want to be a salesperson. I didn't want to sell things to people. I didn't want to feel icky. I didn't want to have to message people and, be weird or have people think I was annoying or anything like that. And but for whatever reason, when I heard about the Beachbody opportunity, it was different, because it wasn't just like, here's your challenge pack. Good luck with your program. Hope you lose those 30 pounds. Bye. It didn't have that feel to it. Instead, it was, okay, you got all your materials here. We have everything we need to be successful. Let's do this together. Let's have an accountability group together. Let's push each other. Let's motivate each other and cheer each other on the entire way. And I loved that community of support, not only with the challenge groups, but with the team and reaching goals as a team. We were able to reach an elite status 2 years in a row because we all came together and we had common goals. And so that really attracted me to this, because I felt like it was more than just selling somebody something. It was about changing people's lives and making a difference. Okay, I briefly talked about this a little bit before, but there are different levels of coaching. You can literally just sign up for the discount and collect your discount every month on your Shakeology or your performance line. We have beach bars now, which are our nutrition snack bars, and they're amazing. We have apparel, equipment, all different kinds of things. So you can literally just sign up for the discount every month. Or you can work part-time. Maybe you have another full-time job and you do this on the side. You're hustling. Some people just do it a little bit. Some people put in more time, and it's like a part-time gig. And maybe you just want to get your nails done once a month, or maybe you want to go save up for some family vacations, or maybe you just don't want to feel so strapped for cash and just have a little bit more freedom. And then the third one is building to a full-time income. And you really don't work full-time hours though, which is kind of amazing. You could still put in 5 to 20 hours and still build to a full-time income, which is pretty amazing. What our team is offering with this opportunity. So mentorship, like I said before, when joining a company, mentorship is so important, and our company has so much training, so many materials, not only through the corporate websites that they give us, but through our individual coaching teams. And we have our team pages. We have I have an upline, and that team page is amazing. And we work with our coaches one-on-one, those who really want to build a business, and we help them achieve their goals. So that's the most amazing thing, is because, sometimes just like working out from home by yourself can be isolating sometimes. That's why we have the challenge groups for support. The business is the same way. You are an entrepreneur, but you're not by yourself. Everybody wants to lift each other up. And I love that we have like a community over competition attitude about it. So it works as a franchise kind of type thing. So you're really like an independent contractor. So while you are, you work for Beachbody, but you don't technically work for them. You're a subcontractor for them. So, Beachbody will give you your paycheck, but you do have to file your own taxes because you are an independent contractor in that way. And this is just, you can go at your own pace because this is your own business. So if you want to go slow and you just want to work on your fitness to start out, and then you might start inviting people to join you later, and then you build a team later and you want to go slow, that's fine. But if you want to go, your sponsor can help you go. And, we can match your pace, whatever pace that happens to be, whatever time you have to put into it. So again, Beachbody coaching is really working on yourself and sharing that journey and just inspiring others that they can really achieve anything that they want to do. And anybody can really be successful with it. There's people on our team we have teachers, we have doctors, surgeons, lawyers, actresses. We have people who are veterinarians, and all different genres of people and backgrounds, stay-at-home moms, working moms. So the bottom line is, if you are self-motivated and you're willing to follow the system, you can be successful with this. So when I first started out, I had no idea what I was doing, and I literally just did whatever my coach told me to do. I'm like, okay, you say I need to do this today, done. And I did it. If you're willing to follow the system and trust the process, then you can be successful. So there's two different ways that you can make an income with Beachbody. The first way is the fastest way to earn money quickly, and that is to retail products. What does that mean? What that basically means is signing people up for a challenge groups with a challenge pack. For those of you who have never done a challenge group, basically a challenge pack is going to include a year of Beachbody On Demand, which includes over 600 workouts for an entire year. It includes nutrition plans with portion control containers. It includes a month of our superfood Shakeology, which is amazing. And it includes the coach support as well as the challenge group support. So getting people plugged into their health and fitness, and offering challenge packs to people to do so and to help keep them accountable to reach their goals, that's going to be, the quick way to start out your business and to reach those early goals. And helping a few people a month is a great way to earn that side part-time income that I was talking about before. The second way you make income is to build a team. You are working with basically business partners, other coaches on your team, and teaching them to do what you do. So helping them to run their own challenge groups and to invite people to join their challenge groups, helping people onboard new coaches onto their team, and teaching them to build their business from home. The more successful coaches and the more success your team has as a community, the more that's going to drive up your own income. We have what's called a team cycle bonus, and your commission, we have different lines on our paychecks each week, and you'll see, the first line of commission will be your retail, and then you'll see your team cycle bonus. And as you start to grow your team, that number is going to increase and increase and increase. So you can see here, even with your challengers who are, or maybe they order one challenge pack to start out, and then they're getting Shakeology every month going forward. This is the annual total for one income for one person who stays on Shakeology for an entire year. So that's just one person. So of course, not everybody is going to stay on it for an entire year. You know, plenty of people who quit on themselves. You can only help those who are willing to be helped at the end of the day. But think about that adding up over time. I have people in my challenge groups who have been there for 3 and 4 years, and all of that continues to add up. I'm also onboarding new people every month. So all of that continues to add up year over year over year. So to start, when you first start your business, the first rank advancement that you can achieve in our company is an Emerald Coach. And what that basically means is to find 2 business partners. And you'll be able to, that means basically it just means having 2 coaches on your team who want to do what you do and build a business. Or they could just be a discount coach, or it could be your husband. I have my husband has an account as well, and he doesn't actually coach, but he gets the discount every month, and I'm able to run sales through him as well and cycle bonus on that. So it's another way to do things. But basically, when you become an Emerald, your weekly paychecks are going to go up, and you're also going to get company leads, which is a really cool thing. Basically, there's some people who are very self-motivated may go to the Beachbody website and just sign up on their own. They don't have a coach. They just sign up. Well, all of those people are then given a random coach in the Beachbody community. So when you are an Emerald, you will start to get those random people coming in. And many of them are actually on my team and in my challenge groups today. I never would have met Mary from Alabama had she not been a company lead that came in through Beachbody. And so many more people like her. So many of those people also will make really good business partners and coaches on your teams because they are self-motivated people. So that's one advantage to achieving the Emerald Coach rank. Okay, and this kind of just gives, I know it's a lot of numbers, so you're probably like, what the heck is this? But basically, it just kind of shows, going down the ranks, Emerald, then Ruby, then Diamond, Star, Diamond, and you can see how it starts to increase a lot more as you go up in the rank. And that just means you have more people on your team, more successful people on your team. Okay. Why this company? Why now? One thing is that Beachbody has a very well-established name. Many people know about it. Many people know that these programs work. A lot of people know what P90X is and Insanity is, and they know that it gets results. We don't have any sales quotas. We don't have to keep any programs or inventory at home. They take all of that work and busyness, shipping things, all of that they do for us. They also have a 30-day money back guarantee for people. Like, that's pretty unheard of. If you buy mascara from somebody and you use it, they're probably not going to take it back if you use it. But you can get to the entire bottom of the bag of Shakeology, and if you say you don't like it, you can send it back. So we stand by our products and the value of our products, and we know they're amazing. So this company it's been around for a while, and it's not going anywhere, and we're only getting bigger and stronger and going international. So, okay, what happens when you sign up? So basically, if you decide to join our team, then you'll receive a welcome email from myself or whoever your sponsor coach is. You will also receive an email from Beachbody, and you will plan what's called a getting started right call, where you'll kind of go through those initial goals, a lot of which I've talked about today, which is helping a few people a month to start out and reaching that emerald status and finding, a couple business partners to help you grow your business. And then you'll be added to your team page. Our team page is Team Spark, and you'll work one-on-one, and you'll work with our team. So sometimes we set up different groups or challenges of people who are really gunning for certain goals, and we'll try to motivate each other to reach them. So, and if you ever have any questions, you're never alone. There's always somebody to help you out. Okay. And so just to kind of close, I just wanted to, touch a little bit on how this opportunity has really changed my life. And I have the freedom now that I didn't have before. And it doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't come without, I've had late nights working late into the dusk to try to get things done and to really build my business from the ground up, because you do start from as an entrepreneur, but the difference is you don't have a big investment to put in. A lot of times entrepreneurs are putting in thousands of dollars to even be able to start their company, and they're starting in the red. All you have to do to start your business is to buy a challenge pack. It's like right now it's $140. So it's not a lot to start your business. But it does take time and consistency to grow your business over time. But it's been so worth it to me to be able to pick up my kids from school, to be able to go to, the harvest celebration at school, or be there at home with them while they're sick and not have to ask my boss for time off to go on vacation. I've made so many friends that I never even expected. I've always been a part of a team growing up. I was always part of a soccer team or a basketball team. And as an adult, I struggled to find, I had friends, of course, but I didn't have that team environment anymore that I used to have. And especially when it came to keeping myself accountable for health and fitness. And so now I have that. I'm in better shape than I've been in probably since high school. And even then, my nutrition was terrible. So now it's probably better than ever. And just to be a part of a company who truly has a mission to help others achieve success, to have a community over competition mentality, and to feel like you're making a difference in the lives of others and the freedom of others and helping them to do so, it's just, there's no other feeling like it. So, and lastly, it's giving me so much confidence to really believe in myself and my capabilities, and to really truly believe that I can achieve anything I want and that there's no cap to my potential. So that's just a little bit of my story and what Beachbody has done for me. So if you're watching this and you're like, this is not for me, that's okay. I'm just happy that you took the time to be here and to learn more, because I think that learning things in life is so important. And if you don't stop to find new things out, you'll never know what you could be missing out on. But if you are watching this and you're like, yes, I'm feeling this tug, I just want to have that freedom and to feel like myself again and to feel that confidence, or whatever maybe stuck with you tonight, the next steps are basically to just connect with a person who invited you here. And maybe you've already purchased the package in the past, or our new, if you have, our new Transform 20 is coming out on December 4th. So that's our new program launched by Sean T. He's amazing. And there are completion packs that you can purchase for the sign-up process for that too, because it'll waive the sign-up fee, and you'd rather would get something for the fee than get nothing, in my opinion. So I always encourage everybody to sign up with something, because you need a workout program to do anyway. So get signed up, and then just have fun, get started and start learning and just dive in. And I think that the biggest mistake coaches can have when they're first starting out is that they let the start stop them. They get nervous that they don't know enough, and they get scared that they're going to mess something up, or they're going to fail, or they're going to do the wrong thing, or say the wrong thing, or post the wrong thing. And just post anyway. Say the wrong thing. You'll fail forward and you will learn as you go. And the coaches who just dive in and then ask questions after, they're the ones who achieve the most success. So don't be afraid to face those fears. I know it can be scary. I had similar fears when I was first starting out. But you guys can freaking do this if you want this. And I know you can. So, all right. That is the end. And I'm going to stop my share right now and check the chat, because I have no idea if there's any questions or not. Okay. I don't see any. Let me check. Okay. All right. Well, if you guys think of any questions, you can type them in now. And if you just want to ask me privately, or ask, whoever invited you here to join us, then that's fine too. Let's connect, and I'm happy to answer anything that maybe I didn't go over tonight, or, that you're still wondering. So, okay. Thanks so much for joining, you guys. I really, really appreciate you coming out. And Jacqueline, that's perfectly fine. So absolutely, because I know that there's a lot to take in right now, and people probably still have questions. So that sounds great. And thank you guys so much for joining tonight. And hopefully we'll be welcoming you to Team Spark soon. Okay. Bye. Have a good night, everybody.